Many riders make the mistake of treating their horse like a machine, hopping on and off without a second thought. It is this very mistake that often leads to protest. Our horses are living, breathing, biomechanical species. When a horse is placed under the same strains as a sportsman, it needs to be treated and cared for as such. Sportsmen across various sport disciplines look after their bodies through strengthening as well as flexibility, whether recovering from injury or through basic maintenance. Stretching muscle tissue is essential for muscle recovery, muscle growth, alignment, and prevention of injury. In video 2 of our series of the body, mind, and soul approach, I showed you a few suppling techniques. In this video, we look at the finer details with regards to stretching your horse, the details that rarely get mentioned. So let's get started. First is a rule that you already know, but deserves repeating. Never stretch a cold horse. Don't take a horse from its stable and stretch. Always start with a short walk and get the blood pumping in the muscles before attempting to stretch, so that you avoid creating injury and so that you increase your efficiency. If your horse has been frolicking in the paddock all day prior to stretching, no warm-up is required. Secondly, plan your space before you begin any of these techniques. Make sure you and your horse have the freedom to move. Your horse needs to have enough space to move away from you if you attempt movement that he doesn't like, as this gives you a clear indication of what the stress points are in his body. And you need to give yourself space to get away from your horse if he acts up and you find yourself in a compromised position. Next, when working with your horse, always ask permission before attempting anything. I believe they understand it all. In my experience, if I show them what I intend to do through visualization, I will have a much easier horse to work with. Wait for a softening of the eye or body language as a sign of approval. Just by touching the area you are targeting, you bring attention to that area and create an awareness of that area, not only a mental awareness, but also a stimulation of the neurological system in that area. That's triple the benefit. Fourth, it is very important to pay close attention to your feet while executing stretches. Unstable foot placement will inevitably lead to an ineffective stretch and leaves your horse feeling insecure and unsupported mid-stretch. In my 10 do's and don'ts of stretching free download, I explain the ins and outs of being balanced in your base of support, the parts of you that make contact with the floor. For more detail, be sure to download this on my website. It is essential for your stability to have a wide base in your stance. Avoid having your feet placed side by side. Further increase your base by moving 1 foot forward and 1 foot back, along with the width of your placement. Deep rhythmic breathing increases your aerobic endurance and communicates relaxation regularity. The correct breathing leads to the optimal energy flow and optimal circulation. Try to keep your breathing constant. Each breath should run into your pelvis, your hips should soften and widen, and your horse should be able to feel every move you are thinking about, even before you have started to execute it. Listen to your horse's breathing. Try to match his breath with yours. If your horse can feel your breath, he knows your intention. Applying force is usually associated with holding the breath, so holding your breath will make him think something forceful is about to happen. When he feels that your breathing is relaxed, he knows he has nothing to fear. Holding your breath may also cause you to tire quickly, creating tension and restriction of freedom in both of you. Constricted breathing will also lead to tension and stiffness in you both. See here how the model is holding her breath, causing tension in her shoulders. First of all, due to the tension in her shoulders, she will not be able to feel what her horse is experiencing, not to mention the fact that she will tire quickly and undoubtedly be sore after executing her horse's stretches. More importantly, he will not be able to relax completely because of the tension that she is holding. In our second example, our model has relaxed shoulders with the correct breathing. Her horse knows what she wants, what her intentions are, and she is executing a better stretch with less physical side effects on her own body. My rule of thumb whenever you're interacting with horses: breathe. In this example of a tricep stretch, I show you the wrong way, and Westie follows my example. There is no contact or control in this stretch, and my fingers are in danger. In my opinion, stretching the triceps in this manner places undue tension on the tendons of the foreleg. Now I'm showing you the right way. Notice how widespread my feet are, and my knees are bent. My shoulders are relaxed and I have complete control. We are breathing the whole way through. My getaway space, however, is not ideal. First, I bring awareness to the area that will be stretched. Westie is hesitant to go into the stretch, so I show him it's okay, and just apply some small circle in the beginning of my stretching position. My feet would be better placed if one was in front of the other, in the same width apart. Westie relaxes into the techniques and gives me a nice release. I give him time to process before attempting his stretch again. Now that he knows what's coming, we attempt the stretch again. This time my feet are better positioned. My shoulders are relaxed, and the two of us are breathing through an effective stretch. I place his leg down gently and allow him time to be. Here's a top tip. Your grip should always be relaxed. Monitor this by looking at the blood flow in your fingers, under your nails. If your nails are white, you are gripping too tightly, and the blood flow is limited in your nail bed. If your nails are nice and red, they are filled with blood, and your hands are relaxed. Heads up! Static stretching can inhibit performance, and if at a show, it is advisable to warm up with movement and stretch after performance only. For more information on how much and how often to stretch, download my free tutorial, The 10 Do's and Don'ts of Stretching, at AuthenticAwakening.co.za/tutorials.